Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade, the Indiana Fever. Fire Christie Sides. Get her out of here. I don't want to see her anymore. I'm done on the Christie Sides experiment. Maybe earlier in the season, I would say, oh, well, they were up 30 points, and the other team fought their way back, and the Indiana Fever found their resolve to hold on to the lead and stave off to keep the victory. Maybe in the first 15 games, I would have said that. But today, now, after watching what I just watched, after watching Christie Sides put Erica Wheeler in, just so the Phoenix Mercury can go on a 19-2 run and then go on a 17-0 run, for Christie Sides to put Caitlin Clark in the corner off ball to have Erica Wheeler dribble the ball up, turn it over, dribble the ball up, hot potato along the outside, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. Folks, after the first half, after the first three quarters, I was like, whoo, this is a good game right here. Fever are cooking. Come out in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark looking like Caitlin Clark Kent. Fucking superwoman out there. Coast to coast. Behind the back pass. Handing Kelsey Mitchell easy points on a platter. Can't make the game any easier for her teammates. Literally, the game couldn't have looked any easier for Caitlin Clark in that first quarter. The announcers even used the phrase traffic cones. Yeah. It was very dark and gloomy for the Phoenix Mercury that whole entire first half. The whole entire first three quarters, it was dark and gloomy. Indiana Fever extended it to a 31-point lead at some time. Folks, 31-point lead. We were in the venue. I'm talking to you guys, and I'm saying, hey, should we take out Caitlin Clark? Should we take out Aaliyah Boston? Should we take out Kelsey Mitchell? Should we take out our stars to prevent injury? Christie Sides takes out Kelsey Mitchell, takes out Aaliyah Boston, leaves in Caitlin Clark to be tortured by the Erica Wheeler experience. That's all I can put it down to. You left in Caitlin Clark to punish her, to let her tolerate and deal with the Erica Wheeler experience. Erica Wheeler, I'm sure she's a great person. I'm sure she's a lovely individual. But on the court, folks, if you were watching that game tonight and you told me on the court Erica Wheeler was a additive, I want whatever you got. I want whatever you're smoking, I want. Whatever you're drinking, I need. If you watched that fourth quarter and you said, ooh, Erica Wheeler, she's really killing it in there. This is all, where's Caitlin Clark? What Caitlin Clark's doing? Why are the Mercury coming back? If you were thinking that, stop it. The only thought I had in the fourth quarter was, why the hell is Erica Wheeler in the game? How much longer does this run need to continue before Christie Sides calls a timeout? How many more games do we need to see a quarter where the Indiana Fever drop the ball? How many more times do we need to see Christie Sides make terrible calls? And folks, it's not even that Erica Wheeler was in the game. It's not just that, right? Because then you say, well, why is it Christie Sides' fault and not Erica Wheeler's fault? It's because she puts in Erica Wheeler and she says this. Okay, all right, Erica, get in the game. Caitlin, what you're going to do, you're going to stand in the corner. We'll run you occasional decoy off-ball screens. But what we're going to do, we're going to get Erica Wheeler. She's going to bring the ball up, and we're going to have four on the outside. We're going to play hot potato, not to get the Phoenix Mercury the ball. But what Christie Sides doesn't understand is that the Phoenix Mercury, their coach wasn't born last night. Their coach isn't an idiot. Their coach said, oh, that's zone. Let's go with a zone, guys. Zone it up. Okay. The Phoenix Mercury went into the zone and they instantly looked like the Miami Heat. I have no idea how that happened. I have never seen a team go into a zone and completely destroy the other team's coach mentality so much other than the Miami Heat. Christie sides is awful. Abysmal. The fact that there is a 31-point lead that got blown tonight, yes, folks, it is the coach's fault. I hate to blame it to you. It would be different if we subbed out Kelsey Mitchell, put in Erica Wheeler, but the game still looked the same. If the strategy was still the same. If the offensive movement was still the same. But it wasn't. It was Erica Wheeler dribbling at the ball. You had 4 people on the outside standing still. You had lackluster off-ball screens, far and few between. You had lazy passes. Caitlin Clark had a few lazy passes as well. You had lazy passes. Missed shot. Folks, the other team doesn't go on a 19-2 run unless there's something wrong. Unless there's something wrong. And then they don't follow up that 19-2 run with a 17 unless there's something wrong. Caitlin Clark was not having it. The 30-point lead was cut down as low as 4 points, and you got Caitlin Clark slapping chairs. You got Caitlin Clark hitting chairs. Caitlin Clark, what I will say to you, be careful. Be careful. They do that in the NBA. They do that in the NFL. They do that in baseball, and often it results in a broken hand. Please stop hitting chairs. I get it. Trust me. I like taking out my frustration too. But please, we need you to be healthy. We can't have you breaking a hand. And the WNBA damn sure can't have you breaking a hand, because if you get injured, who's watching this? If you get injured, all these records are gonna drop. So please, can we refrain from hitting chairs? Can we refrain from hitting chairs? Kayla Clark wasn't only mad that the lead was getting disappeared, she was mad at the referees. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. I think I've done pretty good cursing here so far, no? Caitlin Clark, not happy. Not happy at all. But we did get this tonight. We did see the return of the Caitlin Clark patented Iowa scream. And I will admit, folks, it looks damn good in a Fever jersey. It looks damn good in an Indiana Fever jersey. You know she's saying, let's go. Let's go. But there's one person who really needs to go, folks, and you already know. It's Christie. It's this person on our screen to the left. Christie Sides needs to go. I don't know how we go from the first quarter of the offense. Boom, 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 ball movement, up and down. Backdoor cut. Folks, I saw Kelsey Mitchell do at least 3 backdoor cuts in the first quarter. Ask me how many times I saw that cut in the fourth. Go ahead, ask me. I'll wait. 0. 0 times. Okay, Kelsey Mitchell, wind your back. Hey, Christie, can we draw up that same 10 things that we did in the first quarter? Hey, when they're all focusing on ball, back cut. When they're all focusing on ball, back cut. Let's bring up Aaliyah Boston for a screen. Why did we even get any screens between Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark in that fourth quarter? Between Nalissa Smith and Caitlin. How many times, seriously folks, do we need to watch the Indiana Fever put up quarters where they look completely inept? 14 points in the fourth quarter is unacceptable. 28 points in the first quarter, great. 27 points in the second quarter, great. 26 points in the third quarter, great. 14 points in the fourth quarter, a Christie Sides special. So what a Christie Sides special. Our bench gave us 6 points. Why are we so gung-ho about playing Erica Wheeler all these minutes? It's not like we're getting valuable minutes. Yes, folks, the answer is yes. I would much rather see what Grace Berger has to offer to answer your question. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Now, Alyssa Smith, Leah Boston, Katie Lou all had 13, 14. Even Caitlin Clark, 9-point plus minus. Kelsey Mitchell, 25-point plus minus today. And do you guys want to know why that plus minus was so good? She wasn't on the court with Erica Wheeler. Literally. That's the answer. Christie Sides can't see that? Christie, you can't see that? How come everybody can see that? I promise you guys I wouldn't leave Lynn Dunn out either. Lynn Dunn. I'm seeing some things where you're co-signing this Christie Sides garbage. Where you're seemingly perfectly okay with this Christie Sides situation. Newsflash, this situation is not okay. Not in the least bit. Not in the least bit. You think any of these wins were due to coaching? No. No. All 10 of the Indiana Fever wins this year are solely because of the sheer will of this Indiana Fever team. The sheer will of Caitlin Clark, the sheer will of Aaliyah Boston, the sheer will of Alyssa Smith, Kelsey Mitchell. That's why this team has these amount of wins. It is zero to do with Christie Sides. Zero to do with Christie Sides. If you guys are okay with these 14-point quarters and you want to blame the players for letting this lead slip, be my guest. Go ahead and blame them. But the question that I have for you, what is the direction being given to these players? Players go out and execute a game plan. How many times do you hear, no, they went out and they executed the game plan perfectly. The other team just played better. Yeah, they went out and they executed the game plan perfectly. We just had the wrong game plan. Just had the wrong game plan. It's the Ben Daniel podcast where we're calling a spade a spade. Folks, I thought they were going to lose this game. 90% of me, as Kalia Copper was seemingly doing what she turned into MJ out there. Did you see that under the basket revert? That was disgusting. That was filthy. But again, Christie Sides prides herself in defense. How come these people always get off against the Indiana Fever? What defense, Christie? If you can't rely on your offense to keep the other team off balance, your defense folds in the half court. It's the truth. If you can't keep the tempo up, your half court defense folds. So again, I ask myself, how many times do we got to see these 14-point quarters, these 10-point quarters? Folks, we were halfway through the fourth. The Indiana Fever had 6 points. At the 5-minute and 16 mark, the Indiana Fever had 6 points in the fourth quarter. And the offense looked awful. The offense looked like they were in the patented Christie Sides prevent. Keep the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hand and defensively be extremely timid. Be scared to foul, be scared to be physical, and let the other team do what they want. And that's how we go from a 31-point game to a 4-point game with Caitlin Clark smacking a chair. Caitlin Clark played well. 20 points, 13 assists, 6 rebounds. Another triple-double watch halfway through the game. But rebounds. But fortunately for her, the other team just didn't want to give up the rebounds. It's the Ben Daniel podcast where we're calling a spade a spade. Christie Side, you got to go. You got to go. I'm tired of watching this team blow leads. I'm tired of watching this team have quarters where they just can't do anything. I'm tired of watching Christie side let her favorites do what they want. If you got to go to a 7-person rotation, guess what? Go to a 7-person rotation. If you have to go to a 7-person rotation, guess what? Pick up a free agent. If you have to go to a 7-man rotation, can we see what Grace Berger has to offer? No, we can't, right? We got to give it to Erica Wheeler, who's one of the highest paid players on the team. This is ridiculous. The Bandana Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Appreciate everybody showing up in the venue, hanging out. Much love, guys. Much love. We'll be back in the venue on Sunday. See you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.